creative.
Yeah.
I've been in the field of creative field for over 15 years. And I have primary focal hyperhidrosis. That's why I've been advocating relentless kabisa, when it comes to hyperhidrosis and other sweat-related issues.
Yeah.
So to just describe hyperhidrosis, there is the clinical, or rather the medical definition, but in layman's language, it's just excessive sweating. Hyperhidrosis.
But see, people are expected to sweat.
Yeah, but now, you see, normal acclimated persons,
Yeah.
they sweat normally. But when it comes to individuals with hyperhidrosis, hyper means in excess. So it's the sweat in excess,
Yeah.
as opposed to the normal sweating. Medically, is defined as individuals who sweat more than normal to properly maintain and cool the body temperature, right?
Yeah.
A human body has over 4 to 5 million sweat glands, evenly distributed, 4 to 5 million. And they say, according to science and medical, that individuals, they sweat 1 liter, about 4 liters an hour. That's why you have to hydrate.
Replenish.
You have to hydrate a lot.
Yeah.
And athletes, those who engage in sports, they sweat even more. That's on any athlete, whether they are running tracks or playing soccer, whichever field of sports, they have to hydrate a lot.
All the time. Yeah.
And to understand hyperhidrosis, we also need to understand the functions of the nervous system, from the CNS, central nervous system, which is like the pivotal, the core. Hapo hiyo ndio ina control everything, motor and all. Then you have the peripheral nervous system, all the way now to sympathetic nervous system. This is now the core. This is where now the SNS controls the fight or flight.
Yeah.
And also the whole process of sweat, the whole process of it is partly controlled by the sympathetic nervous system. Now, persons with hyperhidrosis and other sweat-related issues, especially now if we focus more on hyperhidrosis,
Yeah.
they are particularly sensitive towards the SNS. The SNS controls the fight or flight,
Yeah.
and it also controls the whole process of sweat. So you can imagine someone with excessive sweating when they're in that distress mode, when they're in fight or flight.
So if anything triggers them, they just...
The sweat will go from 0 to 100. Now, it's already excessive.
Yeah.
Now imagine you're in that state of duress. It even gets
It's like you're
worse.
being double triggered.
Gets even more worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've said that there are other types of there are other categories of hyperhidrosis, or probably it's not called like that. But what are some? Let me call it more of a spectrum.
Okay.
Yeah. What else is along this spectrum?
All right. We have hyperhidrosis.
Yes.
Which is excessive sweating, central nervous system, sympathetic nervous system disorder.
Yeah.
It affects individuals from the age of 0 to 89 years. However, we look at the time where the sweat starts.
Yeah.
So any sweat that is below the age of 25, so from 24 going backwards all the way to 0,
Yeah.
that is primary focal hyperhidrosis. It has no cure or permanent solution. However, it can be managed through treatments.
Yeah.
And treatments are administered in levels. It's relatively symmetric, meaning it affects both the right hand and the left-hand side of the body. Apart from primary focal, which we have already established, that is the medical condition itself.
Yeah.
Now you have secondary generalized hyperhidrosis. With secondary generalized hyperhidrosis, it's a side effect to a medication or an underlying medical condition. And this type of sweat generally happens, or rather occurs, from adulthood age.
Yeah.
So we're looking from the age of 25
Up to
and
89.
above. Yeah, 25 and above.
Yeah.
It's a side effect to a medication or underlying medical condition. So what are the underlying medical conditions, you may ask? Cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, Parkinson's disease, hypothyroidism, when you have an overactive thyroid gland,
Yeah.
the one that is located up on the neck area.
Yeah.
Substance abuse, infections, typhoid can also contribute to it. Hormonal imbalance, which we have already established over the years, because most of our clients, a majority are women, and we have found out that hormonal imbalance may lead
Also contributes to that.
to excessive sweating,
Yeah.
secondary part of it. The difference now between the two is that while primary focal hyperhidrosis has no cure or permanent solution, with secondary generalized, if we take care of the secondary issue, whether it's the medical condition or the medication,
Yeah.
and if we even take it further, the primary or rather secondary factors such as anxiety. If you have an anxiety disorder that is completely analyzed and there is diagnosis to show that you have schizophrenia or some anxiety disorders. If they are taken care of, the sweating reduces and then it completely disappears. So apart from those two, because those two are like the major
Yeah.
that we deal with from
Yeah.
time to time, then now you have bromhidrosis. You see now, no two people sweat exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
You have hyperhidrosis, now we have bromhidrosis. Now these are individuals who have this sweat issue with bad offensive body odor. The areas where...
Seems like you're talking to gym goers.
In the areas where now the odor may emanate,
Yeah.
mostly we are looking at the underarms and the nether regions.
Yeah.
Now, for bromhidrosis to occur, you need what? Hyperhidrosis, because the sweat has to be involved.
Yeah.
So individuals with bromhidrosis mostly have both. They have hyperhidrosis. Perspiration has to happen in excess, and then now the odor part. Now, the human body, we have two sweat glands. There's eccrine, which produces watery sweat, which is odorless. It has no smell.
Yeah.
But now apocrine is the one that produces
The
sweat
odor.
with that pungent smell. And it's predominantly in areas where kuna skin folds, areas where has a skin fold. So you're looking at the underarms, you're looking at the nether regions, and the feet as well. Because the individuals, when they wear shoes and they sweat, when they remove the wakitoa viatu, when they remove their shoes, it's atomic dissolution in terms of the smell, right? The apocrine is mostly in those areas, in those regions.
Yeah.
Sweat, when it mixes with bacteria, because sweat, bacteria loves a place where there is warmth and moisture. So when it mixes, that's where now you start getting that pungent smell. That is bromhidrosis.
Yeah.
Then we have hex cells hyperhidrosis. Have you ever met individuals who they sweat in the groin and trunk area? It forms a sweat patch. You see the same way you might sweat in your underarms.
Yeah.
And you see a huge sweat patch.
Yeah.
Now the individuals who sweat in the groin and trunk area. So they are limited in terms of wardrobe choices. They can't wear anything that is light. And it affects both men and women.
Yeah.
So you cannot wear and I know the individuals who love experiencing with light colors. You want to wear
It is a white.
red pants, white, green. Now for these individuals, they can only wear specific
Dark colors, dark blue,
to
black.
camouflage
Yeah.
that sweat. So that it won't be easy for you to spot that this individual has.
Is sweating.
Yeah. Apart from hex cells, we have craniofacial hyperhidrosis. Now this is the excessive sweating of the face and scalp. You may even wonder how is this an issue? I'll give you an example. Like I said, about 80% of my clients are women. 80, I think right now it's about 90. Women, they love experiencing different hairstyles. So if you have excessive sweating of the scalp, you cannot maintain a hairstyle for long. Maybe if you want to blow out your hair, relax your hair, and you're having excessive sweating of the scalp, it cannot maintain. So within a week, they have to go back
and change their hair.
Change their hairstyle. So most of them, the only option they have is to change from their normal hair routine to having dreadlocks. That is the only option. Now, if you're sweating again on the face, it's also a challenge.
Makeup haitashika.
Makeup inakata, you know. And wearing glasses also becomes an issue. And even when doing presentations and you're having excessive sweating on the face, people translate it to
Maintenance.
this person is just anxious. Why is so anxious? You know, because when anxiety kicks in, everybody sweats. But now for individuals with hyperhidrosis or sweat issues, it goes from 0 to 100.
Very quickly.
Quick, real quick. And then now we have plantar hyperhidrosis. Now that falls under hyperhidrosis, because when you have hyperhidrosis, you're sweating on the face, scalp, both your palms and feet, and those other nether regions, or even the whole body. But whole body sweat could be a sign of an underlying condition. Then you have body odor issues. Now that falls under TMAU, trimethyl-laminuria, TMAU, or fish odor syndrome. The smell may come from different areas, such as the nose, inside your ear, the back of your ears, to areas where there is body openings. The smell can come from those areas. And we have individuals with fish odor syndrome, but then statistics bado ziko chini because not many individuals are actually aware of it. Yeah, and then anhidrosis, now it's the complete opposite of hyperhidrosis.
Everything that you've spoken about.
Anhidrosis, these are individuals who don't sweat. And
So
that
everybody would want to be within that spectrum. You don't have to worry about it.
they would love to be there, but again now,
Yeah.
that is also a challenge because the body has to cool itself. And when you have
Self-regulate.
exactly, and when you have anhidrosis, chances of you experiencing heat stroke, it's too easy. They're too high. And also individuals with anhidrosis, they have a reduced lifespan because of that thermal regulation. Then now imagine individuals who reside in hot, humid environments and they have anhidrosis.
Yeah.
There is a story that Nation did some time back, I think, could be 4 or 5 years ago, of a certain boy in Lodwar, the Turkana area.
Yeah.
You know that area, it's hot. That's desert
Extremely,
climate.
Yeah.
And he has anhidrosis. I really pitied the young man, the young boy, because it's tough. Analemewa kwenda shule. And you know that the Lodwar area vile kunakaa.
Yeah.
Even their houses are, there's a design where they have their houses it has to be well ventilated. He has to sit under a shade. He has to hydrate a lot. And on top of that, he also has to moisturize a lot because he's losing a lot of moisture. Even if he's not sweating, being exposed to heat, you're losing moisture. So individuals with such, my best advice has always been you have to hydrate a lot and moisturize. The more unakunywa maji, the more you also have to moisturize to also lock in that moisture because you don't want to lose a lot.
You have to be able to maintain it.
You have to.
That's a whole lot. And I want us to go for a short break. Eh? I know our viewers and my mind also now is boggled. That is a lot of biology this morning. But I want us to go for a short break. When we come back, I want us to talk about some of the misconceptions because some of the things that you have explained, they literally happen to a majority of us,
Yes.
but we do not understand. And we have misconceptions that we attribute them to.
Yes.
So you're going to share with us which are some of these misconceptions and also extensively what do you do at Hyperhidrosis Awareness Kenya, because we've spoken about the condition, we understand it. What interventions are you putting in place as a leader to avert this disease? We're going to be back after the break, so